Welcome back to Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin. Today we bring you a transitional treasure.
Come along with us as we explore this Queen Anne/Craftsman home. This house was built circa 1892 for George Martin and his wife Margaret Caldwell Martin. George was a local cotton broker, and his wife Margaret was the daughter of Judge Henry C. Caldwell, who was a prominent judge on the 8th Circuit of the U.S. Court of Appeals and an important civic leader. Apparently, Margaret's marriage to George was against the wishes of her parents, as the marriage took place in secret at the home of one of George Martin's relatives. The event was even written up in the local newspaper as, quote, a sensation that, quote, kept the telephone lines very active for several hours in March of 1882. The Martins lived in the home for 2 years and moved to Colorado when George Martin accepted a role with the western expansion of the railroad system. The Martin family had previously lived only a few blocks north of this property before building this new home. The surrounding area was developed for residential use with the help of local architect Frank Gibb, who may have had a hand in the design of the original house on this property. The Martins were a musical family, frequently appearing in community musicals and plays. Mr. Martin was also a well-known tenor, according to the contemporary newspaper articles of the day. This house was one of several large homes built along Arch Street, due to its use as a prominent thoroughfare for much of the 19th and early 20th centuries. James Kirkwood Tunnah and his wife May purchased the home in 1894. They lived in the home until Mr. Tunnah's death in 1924. Mr. Tunnah was a conductor for the Cotton Belt Railway. The Tunnah's daughter, Loretta, was married in the home in the front parlor in front of a large marble altar carved by her grandfather, James Tunnah. James Tunnah was a well-known marble dealer, carver, and sculptor in central Arkansas, and many of his works can be seen at Mount Holly Cemetery, as well as cemeteries across the state. The brother of Mr. Tunnah was Renton Tunnah, who was charged with overseeing the building of the Arkansas State Capitol under Governor George Donaghy. The Donaghys lived a block behind this house on Gaines Street. In 1924, Mrs. Tunnah sold the home to Judge Guy Falk. Judge Falk immediately went to work on renovating this property into the hybrid Tudor Revival craftsman-style residence you see today. Judge Falk hired the architectural firm of Thompson and Harding to renovate the home into the Tudor Revival style that we see today. The home, which was previously Queen Anne style, was covered in 4 inches of concrete stucco with a rough finish and painted white during the 1924 remodel. The concrete and brick front porch was also added, replacing an earlier wooden-floored porch. The intricate parquet flooring is original to the construction of the home. The flooring was rediscovered under years of dirt and grime by previous homeowners and is now beautifully refinished. On the interior, during the 1924 remodel, figural tiles were removed from the wainscoting. A closet was added under the original front stairs. A coffered ceiling was added to the entryway. Glass panels were added to the pocket doors. Closets were added upstairs, and the oak hardwood was painted white. Also, a sunroom was added off the parlor, and the upstairs porch was enclosed with triple-hung windows. The current owners retain the original plans and an early photo showing its incredible makeover. This is an incredibly important home with rich history, both culturally and architecturally. Having a home in the Quapaw Quarter with attachments to Charles Thompson, one of Arkansas's most important architects of the age, is priceless.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of this beautiful historic home. Now, this home is for sale, but remember, we are not realtors. We don't have this house listed, and we don't guarantee it in any way. If you'd like to know more about this house and possibly be the next steward of this home, the link is in the description below. If you like historic homes, subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with a friend, and be a part of our Restoration Nation. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin.